What are we saying? Good evening. Good evening. I hope you have all had a beautiful weekend. I hope you have all had a wonderful Mother's Day. And I hope you are all ready for a smoky Sunday session. How about that? That's good, wasn't it? Did you like that? So yeah, let me just get my mouse plugged in. We are rocking. Don't want that running out midstream. I've got a fucking desk full of bits everywhere. Going to save that for a little bit. Got some little treats to share with you this evening that I received today. Yeah, we will go through that in a minute. But what I'm first going to do is get live chat up. And we will go to the top. So yeah, Robertson had a brilliant week, Smokey. Had a look on MedBud Wiki. That is a tool. Had a varied selection of big nasty, no radiation shenanigans, gushers, and gelati, rainbow sherbet, and gorilla kush. That sounds beautiful. There doesn't seem to be a lot of big nasty stuff on the Medica's stock list. So yeah, I haven't tried any of that for quite some time. Craig Fuller, what's up, dude? Hope you're well. Flow Hustle, big up yourself from the Salisbury crew. Yes, Salisbury crew. First time live, medicating on powdered donuts and rainbow parve. Very, very nice. Nice. And big up Salisbury as well. That is a stone's throw away from me. I'm almost there on a weekly basis at the moment, going to the... let me get my mic out of the way. What am I doing? I'm blocking the logo, bro. Don't block the logo, bro. Yeah, I'm up there at the suppliers for the Patient Club quite a lot recently. So yeah, that's Fordingbridge, not quite Salisbury, but it's close. Do you know what I'm saying? Gesmo, hola, hello, and bon voyage, madame. Well, good evening, and welcome to the stream. Gareth Petley, what's up, dude? How's it going, mate? Hope you have had a beautiful Sunday. Candyland by Big Nasty Medical. Any positive thoughts? Not tried it, mate, so I wouldn't know, I'm afraid. My Dying Fantasy. No way. Didn't expect to see Salisbury mentioned here. Smallsbury resident. Yeah, we're all local. I'm Bournemouth. We're all local around here. If you're one of the 70 people currently watching, if you could click the like button, that would be beautiful. Yeah, it's just like 70 people, 12 likes. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not very clever, but maths isn't mathing. But yeah, if you could hit that like button, that would be absolutely amazing. Looking forward to this. BG Fish 5290. I'm also looking forward to these. I love my Sunday evening lives now. They are built into my my weekly routine. And I don't know what I used to do before these Sunday lives, you know what I mean? You know, like people say, what did you used to do before Facebook? Fuck knows. Just sit there. I used to have to talk to people and stuff. Same as these lives. I don't know what I used to do on a Sunday evening, but now I do. Cold D. Evening, dude. Just got a script. Been a joint smoker since 14, now 57. My question is, I can't get on with this vape I got. Can you recommend a decent cheap one as I'm on a budget? I'm using a Micro G. Firstly, I've never heard of a Micro G. So, yeah, there is that. But one thing I will always say about dry herb vapes is I know a lot of people are on a budget, but the more you can spend on one, generally, the better effects you're going to have off of it. I see a lot of people that are new patients and they're saying, "Oh, I can't get on with medical with these vapes," and they're just spending as little as possible on one, and that's not going to give you like a proper heat up, a proper sort of flavor. Yeah, so my main advice would be just to try and save a little bit more money and try and get yourself one that's a little bit better. Dynavaps, which I will dive into it in a little bit because I got sent a little something from him yesterday. But Dynavaps are a good, cheaper option for dry hair vapes. But my only recommendation with them would be to use an induction heater. Like when I first got mine, I tried and tried and tried to get the heating technique down with a lighter, but it's solid. It's so hard to get down without combusting. But as soon as I was sent the iSpire wand, it's just like a game changer. It makes them a totally different device, and yeah, just makes it sort of a pleasure to use generally. Yeah, Levi Smith, hi all, welcome. Brian Cox, it's Bagman. Your bagman has entered the building. Lock up your bags. Brian Cox is our resident volcano bagman, just in case anyone had the wrong idea about their bags. But yeah, Brian Cox, big up yourself. My dying fantasy, I've got some BTK on the go. Not loving it, got to be honest. First script though, so had to go with Doc's choice. BTK, what's that one? I can't think what that is, mate. If I'm honest, yeah. Let us know in the chat. I'll probably get to it in about 10 minutes. Good evening, Smokey Bro. Managed to get hold of some of the next Friday Mutant Tire Fire. Very nice. I know old news, but it's an amazing bit of medical. Yes, I got that when it first came out and sort of forgot about it, but then got it on my last month's script and reminded myself why I enjoyed it last time. Yeah, it's very nice. Very nice. I like Richard. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that second, but evening, dude. Hope you're well. Mr. Green, good evening, sir. Hope you are well as well. Sophie Turner, yo. Love Island's finished. Sophie Turner's here. Just run out of my prescription. My medical cycle starts in 2 days. Oh, mate, that's savage. Let's hope those 2 days fly by. I'm praying for you. Would you recommend Dynavap M7 XL? I reckon you're guessing. You're guessing? I reckon you're saying. Well, I don't know because I've never tried one. But your boys over at Dynavap have hooked me up with their latest Stealth Edition, boom, M7 XL, and also their latest Stealth Edition, Vong X. Let's go, Frank. So we will be trialing these live and direct on the stream tonight. Not sure if I'll go for the Vong X tonight as well, but we'll definitely do the M7 XL. We will start with that because, like I said, I've never tried one. I've had the M7 before. Well, I've got the M7, the Teutonium one, and the only thing I will say, the only thing I will say about that is that the mouthpiece tends to get a bit warm if you use it. Like if you're doing 2 or 3 sessions in a row, the mouthpiece will get quite warm. So I'm hoping the M7 XL, given that bit of extra length, we all have a bit of extra length, right? Yeah, I'm hoping that will help the cooling down process and not get the mouthpiece as hot. But just to point out, you can negate that with the M7 by using it through glass, stuff like that. So yeah, and that's all I've got to say about that for the minute. Mariella Russ, I can't wait to get my script. I hope it comes quickly for you. Everyone loves their first script. Mr. John Beck, evening, sir. Evening, Smokey. Thought I'd say hi now before the stream gets mental. Yeah, mate, get the highs and buys in quickly. We're already quite close to losing track of the chat. Angela Mackey, hi, Smokey. Good evening. Hope you're well. Craig Fuller, hi, mate. Hope you're doing good. Frilled Neck Dragon UK. Oi, oi, Savaloy. Tried a Simrail Vortex yet? I have not tried any Simrail products, if I'm honest. I did speak with Austin briefly a few weeks back, and he did say he would chuck me something over. But I know he got real busy with the release of the... can't even think of the name of it. The one that goes in the bong. Yeah, I'm not gonna try and remember it. But yeah, I did speak to him about that, but I haven't heard anything from him. So yeah, I assume he got busy with the release of that and stuff. So, but I will give him a follow up because I would like to try something from them. Evening, mate. All the best from Devon. Old and buggered. Evening, sir. Hope you are well. Hope you're rocking the Patient Club t-shirt, mate. That's a must for the lives, right? Thoughts on unification of medical patients to get these prices down? Making a union for patients would give us more powers to sort things out for us poors. Yeah, I was speaking. I dropped a comment earlier on my Facebook about this, and I do think that something needs to be done about pricing. Sort of like I was always on the not the impression, but I would always go for strains and sort of say, "Oh no, I wouldn't go past £8.50." But then the longer time has gone on, the more I'm finding strains I want to try that are slightly like £9. Haven't gone quite for the £10 mark again since the last £10 strain, which was something. Can't remember what. But yeah, like £9 is now I'm saying my limit. But I fully appreciate that that is quite a lot of money for what you're getting. And yeah, the prices essentially do need to come down. With regards to starting a union, that's well above my pay grade, man. Like, if people want to do that, like, I'd happily support that sort of shit. But at the moment, I've got quite a lot going on, and yeah, that's not really in my radar. But like I said, I would fully support anything that is going down with regards to lowering prices because, yeah, they should be lower. Medicated vapes. Hello, mate. How's it going? I'm good, thanks, mate. How are you doing? How are you going? How are you doing? Just a little like check. Yeah, over 101 people, 42 likes. Come on, people. If you're watching me, you can at least click the like button. It costs you nothing. Come on. Don't make me start crying now. And I won't say anything about a like button for at least 10 minutes now, right? Got you, bros. I need to change private. I want to go over to Medica. How do I get any big nasty? I don't know, mate. Like I said, there's not any big nasty on there at the moment. So I do believe, though, with Medica, if they have stocked something in the past, then you can ask them to send your prescription to a different pharmacy. And I know they have stocked quite a few of the big nasty ranges in the past. I don't think they've stocked any of the newer lot, though. So it might just be like the Moroccan peaches and the fucking gastropop, I think it was, and someone else. Not all local smoking. Nah, Sophie's in Scotland. Didn't know where you were, but now I do. Scottish. Hawkeye, the new Jimmy. That's as close as my Scottish gets. Can't do accents without getting called fucking nasty names and shit, so do you know what I'm saying? Hey, my dude, I look forward to seeing the stealth Dynavaps. Yeah, let's crack one open, shall we? Let's crack this M7 XL while we're going through some more comments. Out of meds, scraping the grinder, hash. Anyone else? Oh, bad times. About to try green carrot parve 1 for the first time, thanks to your recommendation. James Tully, that is a very good flower, my mate. You'll like that, especially around this time of night as well. Ooh, sweet dreams, bro. Evening Smokey, been wanting to, as before I order, vent your frolic. I wanted to ask before I order, vent your frolic. Matrix 3D printing, I would probably say for ease of use and just general easiness, the Venti. Like, it's tried and tested. Like, I've got both. I do love the frolic, but my recommendation to a new patient would probably be just go Venti. Yeah, it's tried and tested. It's a solid device. So yeah, and that's not to say I don't like the frolic, because I do. They've just all got their place in my sort of daily routine, and yeah, I tend to find the frolic, the Venti is the one I go back to more. Rainbow sherbet and gelati are the top picks from Big Nasty menu, in my opinion. Yo, Smokey, I'm thinking of grabbing some CanFX on my next order. Do you have any experience with Mochi Gelato or Sangria? Yes, mate, I've had both of them. Oh, no, sorry, I haven't had the Mochi Gelato from them. I've had the Sangria, though, and that was pretty nice. It was the first batch. It was, like, super frosty, but it wasn't quite as terpy as I would have hoped. And then, yeah, the next batch that came out, people were moaning about mold and shit. So, yeah, I sort of steered clear from that again. But yeah, generally, can effect stuff is fairly decent. We've lost the chat. Here we go. Here we go. Back in the room. We were there. Hi, Smokey. I've registered with Medican. All the telephone consultations that have been booked, they do something, blocking something, and it just comes through as a voicemail. Totally lost here. It'll probably be your phone settings, mate, if I'm honest. You can set settings to like not allow withheld numbers or not allow numbers that are not in your contacts and stuff like that. So I would just quickly check your phone settings and then I would email them and ask them for the phone number that they're going to be calling from. So worst case, you can add that in your contacts in your phone and save it. So if it is one of them weird settings in your phone, you'll still get a little cheeky call from them. But yeah, apart from that, just email him, mate, and try and find out what's going. Smoke the flower of life till I die. Boom bang. Yes, Rasta sounds. You sound like my sort of guy. The Pax Plus is a decent beginner vape, in my opinion. There you go. Chat's got my back covered with the vape recommendations. Big up the chat. Yeah, chat, if you see any questions that people are asking and I'm fucking 20 minutes behind, if you could just answer them, like just at them and answer them, that'd really help me out and I would really appreciate it. And also, if we can get to 100 likes, you're getting a little kiss blown to you. Do you know what I'm saying? So let's see what you can do with that information. Getting my Brits tomorrow. Very nice. Do love a little bit of Brits. My partner got that on her last prescription, actually, and I had a little smell of the bag just to remind myself. And yeah, it is still very nice. Dynavaps make you look like a crackhead in public, though. They do if you're, yeah, we're just getting the Dynavap out, aren't we? They do, or they can have that effect if you're sat there using the lighter that comes with them, or like a blowtorch lighter. But if you use the, let's go into my bag of tricks. If you use an induction heater, like this one I conveniently have here, then it takes all of that away. Like with a lighter, yeah, obviously you're sat there, but with this, literally just stick it in there. You could be sat on a bench somewhere in a park, do you know what I mean? Just whip that out, stick it in a bench, stick it in the induction heater, wait till you hear the click, boom, you're good to go. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that is my recommendation with Dynavaps. Like I said earlier, I find the heating process with a lighter really hard to grasp. There's something about it my brain can't quite come to terms with. But yeah, with the induction heater, that takes all the hard work out of it. So yeah, this is the Dynavap M7 XL. Give it a second, it'll focus. Stealth. Now it does have some sort of like, you probably won't see it because my lighting's not great, but it's got some like purpley sort of like Maybug effect, I'll call it. There is, I think it's pearlescent in it, the proper word for that. But it's got like a really nice sort of purple red sort of glow to it under certain lights. The main difference I can see from it compared to even the M7 standard size that I've got is the weight difference. Very light. These stealth editions are made either all from or mostly from titanium. So obviously you're gonna have a lighter device. And I can confirm that is true because I was also sent the Vong X when that first came out, and comparing the Vong X to the Vong X Stealth that I've got, the weight difference is crazy. So yeah. But yeah, we will. I don't feel the need to medicate just yet, but I will crack that. That'll be my first choice in a minute. But another thing I want to mention about the Stealth Edition is the sexy black tin that comes with it. Have a look at that, will ya? Little glossy black tin. And also, if you've had a Dynavap in these tins before, you would know that there was a bit of foam inside there. And sometimes, depending what device you've got in there, it would sort of not sit quite correctly. But now, ladies and gentlemen, they come with, again, give it a second for the camera to focus, a little silicone insert. Oh, Have a look at that, will ya? But yeah, the Dynavap just literally sits in the end there. That's not fooling around. Job done. That is your little travel case on the go. Don't need anything else. The lighter's in there. Obviously, if you've got an induction heater, you can use that as well. And it even comes with a cheeky pink slip. Never tried one of them, but I've got a few now. But they're meant to be all the rage in America. So anyway, I've neglected the comments for a good 5 minutes. So I do apologise if anyone's waiting for a question answered. Mr. Green, check your phone settings. Yeah, I said that. Cheers, Sophie Turner. Big up the chat. I'm going to make Sophie Turner a little mod on my chat, I reckon. She keeps turning up and not watching Love Island, because she's always in here and she's very helpful in the chat as well, which I very much appreciate, because I do tend to waffle. I'm not sure if you've noticed. But yeah. Thanks for the advice, dude. You're welcome. Have you heard of Arna Medicals? I have only heard of them through my live streams, like a couple of people have asked. I haven't really researched it, if I'm honest. But yeah, they're just a new clinic. I can't really say if they're any good or not. Because yeah, I haven't done much research into them. I don't tend to do much research into other clinics, selfishly or not. I probably should change that. But because I'm happy with the clinic I'm with, I don't tend to look at what other clinics are doing, if I'm honest. Rightly or wrongly. Crafty Poncho, good evening, sir. So Smoke a Lot, welcome. Marcus Van Golen, yo, what's up, dude? Mutant Tie Fire, regular repeat for me, nice. Yeah, no, it's definitely up there for me as well. If I'm out of choices, that's one to go to. But to be honest, these days you are very rarely out of choice on medical. It's a crazy amount of flowers out and about these days. Have you tried the Kiseki Mount Fuji or 4C Labs Platinum Garlic, or have any opinions on them? I haven't, Boldy's Adventures. Haven't tried any 4C Labs bits for quite some time, and I don't think that Kiseki stuff is available. That's like the black tub with like the silver sticker thing in it. I have seen it on Alternative, I think it was. But yeah, no, I've not seen any reviews or anything on it, if I'm honest. Big Nasty Medical Gorilla Kush, highly recommend for a budget. Nice. Where can I buy a THC tester? You can buy them from Purple Pro, but you need about, I think I could have bought one for about 1,600 quid with a discount, which is fucking crazy money. Do you know what I mean? I haven't got that sort of money to spend on a THC tester. I'd absolutely love one. Do you know what I mean? I think it'd be an absolute bonus for the channel. But yeah, I have not got 1,600 biggins to be spending on one of them, unfortunately. So if one of yous in the chat wants my PayPal to send me that money so I can buy one, hit me up. Email me. I'll send you my PayPal. Do you know what I'm saying? That was a joke, by the way. I don't expect anyone to pay me anything. I don't want patients' money. Thank you very much. I need to book my yearly appointment. Yeah, boy. Frolical Venti, I would probably say, for a first timer. Where can I get THC tester? Answered that one. I'm living in Cyprus and had enough of these idiots dragging their feet on the issue. I found out that I can actually get from UK International if I come back and get it. What are your thoughts? I know someone else that does that, to be fair. They've moved abroad to Spain and they come back like once a month to get their prescription. Yeah, fucking why not? Do you know what I'm saying? Got to do what you got to do, bro. Rob Mallion, what's up, dude? Hope you're well. Jordan LePage, what's up, my bro? Hope you're well. He's another Dorset-ish. You Dorset, Weymouth? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Weymouth's Dorset, isn't it? Yeah, another Dorsetshire dude in the chat. Big up the Southwest crew coming in strong. Mockingjay, looking forward to tonight's live. Oh, me and Mockingjay are looking forward to tonight's live, sending positive vibes. Big up yourself, Suze and Mockingjay420. Thank you very much for joining. Got to love Integro. Can order whatever I want, whenever I want, and it comes next day. No complaints there, bro. There's, like you say, nothing to complain about. So Smoke a Lot. How's everyone doing? And any suggestions on my next script? Funny you should ask that. Firstly, 115 people, 75 likes. Could Could be slightly better. I'm happy. Could be slightly better though. So if you haven't yet, hit that like button. Boom. But yeah, prescription wise, this month has actually been a very good choice for me. I've been impressed. And I'll tell you for why. I went for 20 grams of the finest Origin Nature Golden Gorf. It went out of stock on my Medica. It came back in. I grabbed 20 grams of it because it's banging. So yeah, 20 grams of that. Then I got Sitka Legends White Hot Guava times 10 grams. That's in a glass jar. I just felt that one would need a little bit of glass jar treatment. Then I also got Green Carrot Loud Cake. Loud, let me tell you. There will be a review coming on that one forthwith, very shortly. Hoping to film it tomorrow or Tuesday, but yeah, there will be a review coming of that one. And for those of you that follow me on Facebook, you would have seen I split my prescription this month, and I got a cheeky little 10 grams of the Carmel spiked Mai Tai. So yeah, there will also probably be a review coming of that as well at some stage. But yeah, prescription wise, this month was a banger. I'm very happy. So yeah, they are my suggestions if any of you wanted any. There are visuals, by the way, on the shorts of the Loud Cake and the spiked Mai Tai. Haven't put visuals up of the White Hot Guava because I've put them up before, and I don't know if you guys want to see like the same flower but fresher batches. It would make sense, I guess, but let me know in the comments if that's the sort of thing you want to see. It would only be in the shorts. And yeah, I forgot what I was saying. So anyway, let's get back to the comments. Keep what you're doing. Keep up with what you're doing. Thank you very much, Simon Lacey. I definitely will keep up with what I'm doing. Has anyone heard any more about the hash coming to UK Medical? No, mate. It keeps being talked about, do you know what I mean? But it just never seems to happen. I did see Smack Salad put a post on his community post the other day saying that it could be closer than we all think. But again, it's just all talk at the minute. Until I see it on a menu, it's just waffle. Ordering 10G is the problem. I don't see why that's a problem, bro. I guess ordering 10G and not knowing that it's going to be any good is a problem. Yeah, I get that. But that's where watching reviews and just doing some research on the flowers comes in very handy. There's loads of people doing reviews these days, so like literally there's no excuse to not find a flower on YouTube at least, or like patient groups that are on Facebook and shit like that. It's yeah, you will always find a review somewhere, bro. Just even if it's just to give you a rough idea. Like I would always say, reviews are very subjective because I might absolutely love something and you'll get it and you'll be like, oh my god, it's fucking dog shit. Smokey's a bellend. He doesn't know fucking jack. But it's just a case of we don't like the same things. So yeah, boy. Hey, big man. Looking very well indeed. Just popped on to say hello and then to enjoy the XL. Thank you very much, Mark. I appreciate the kind words. I'm feeling very well, to be honest. Keep getting a bit of a twitchy eye over the last week. I don't know if I'm going to start going mental like fucking Jack Nicholson, but I did actually bring my glasses with me. I was going to try my glasses, see if that makes a difference. Well, don't laugh, all right? And it might not work because I might not be able to see the comments easily, but yeah, nah. Nah, it's not happening. Can't do it. Can't do it, chat. I'll save those for the comfort of my own home. I am in my own home. Our airport's well versed with MC. A lot of the UK ones are well versed. I don't see many problems, or I don't see many patients having problems these days with traveling, at least coming from this side. So yeah, I think they're all good. Just wish we could grow. I'd save a fortune. Don't we all, bro? Everyone wishes they could grow, mate. But unfortunately, we've got to take what we're given at the moment, and this is a very viable option for a lot of people. So, yo, bro, yo, Pip Smoker, how's it going, bro? Mr. Green himself, a like from me, bro. Thank you very much for the like. We're nearly at 100. That's good for half hour in. I'll take that. Do you know what I'm saying? But you're not getting a kiss blown until we get to 100. So until 100 of you hit that like button, no Mother's Day kisses from me. If you're on a budget and your clinic has Big Nasty, please try Gelati, $4.95 a gram. Absolutely amazing. There you go. Cheap recommendation for you there, guys. Sound like a YouTuber then, didn't I? Hi, guys. My Sangria was dead, like partially decarbed. Yeah, like I said, the second batch, I did see people whinging about that one, Brian Cox. Brian Cox didn't like the Sangria in the bag. And that's all he's got to say about that. Is the oil 25% THC, 25% CBD any good? I've never tried any of the oils, mate, if I'm honest. Keep saying I probably should, but I never get around to it. You've seen Gov UK recalled a batch of Clearleaf oils due to low THC count. I didn't see that, Pip Smoker. That's very interesting. Yeah, I might have to do a little bit more research into that. That shouldn't be happening, should it? Integro has got all the big nasty medical bits. I would get any of them apart from Bants. Yeah, fair man. Yeah. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, hit the subscribe button while we're at it. If you're not yet, hit the subscribe button. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything. Thank you, guys. 100 likes. There's your kiss, all right? Now, if we get to 150 likes, we'll see what else we can come up with, all right? Got some ideas for this one. So last week, I was a bit like, shit, I don't know what I can do when we get to 150 likes because we've never got there live on a stream before. But if we do, I've got half an idea of what's going to happen. So do you know what I'm saying? Could be one of yours lucky nights. That's all I'm saying. Evening, Smokey. Before I've already read that, haven't I? No, Venti or Frolic. I'd probably go Venti, mate. Integro's got, yeah, read that one. Read that one. Rainbow Parve, also another decent one. Yes, I have heard a few people say that, actually. I'm very well, thank you, Smokey. Can't complain too much. That's how far behind I am. Sorry, chat. Thank you. No, thank you. Spilt bright orange hot sauce on me hoodie. No burn holes yet. Oh, Rob Malley. What colour hoodie? You got the blue one, didn't you? The seafoam one. Savage. That is bad news, man. But at least you've got a cheeky little 10% discount code to grab yourself another one. And if you haven't yet, and you want to support the Patient Club, link is pinned in the comments. Get yourself over there. And literally, there's probably, I told him to set the limit to 150 items. So once 150 items are gone, that's the Founders Edition done with. And when I spoke to her on Friday, there was 10 items left to go. So like, there's not sort of like one t-shirt left and 2 hoodies. It's just items across the store. So yeah, there's probably about 5. I'm going to say 5, being generous. But once them 150 have gone, the Founders Edition, which is the green logo, won't be released again. I'm not going to say ever, but just won't be released again. And we will move on to some different bits. But also, exciting news about the Patient Club. There are some new bits landing on the website next week. A lot of you have been asking for it, and I listened. Do you know what I mean? I take into consideration what people want. And yeah, you've got some bits landing next week that you've been asking for. So brace yourselves or something like that. Rainbow Sherbet by Big Nasty Medico, also $4.95. Perfect Wake Up Hybrid, Humulene Terp. Lovely. This is turning into a sponsored Big Nasty stream, isn't it? I'm going to have to knock him up for some cash or something. I've been enjoying Blunicorn for a daytime. Nice. I have heard, again, I've heard a few people say about that. It's not one I've tried. Yeah. Humulene is like the hops in beer, giving it a unique aroma. 1010 Humulene is also in Stardog. Indeed it is, sir. Not a massive fan of Stardog, though. Ugh. Callie Craig. Hey, Smoky Green and all the viewers. Hey to you, Callie Craig. Hope you're well, mate. What are people's opinions on the apples and gas that was discounted? Haven't tried it, mate, if I'm honest. I just wish I had a bigger limit so I could try all of it. I get loads of you asking, like, have you tried this? Have you tried that? And just my generic response is, haven't tried it, mate. And yeah, I wish I could try them all, but yeah, Sophie Turner, do you know what? Let's go standard for the minute. Sophie Turner has made herself a moderator. Congratulations, Sophie. You will get a badge in the post. But yeah, if you see anyone mugging me off, get rid of them fools, man. That's my only thing on the contract. If anyone mugs me, like if people got negative shit to say about medical, couldn't give a shit. Do you know what I mean? Love all of that. Love the engagement. But if they start mugging me off, see you later. Not even in timeout. Hide user from channel with a little note saying thank you very much. It's been emotional. We've run a strict fuck around and find out policy over here, chat. We ain't got time for it. But yeah. My Mighty is dying. I have the option to trade in for money off an upgrade to the newer Mighty as I have the original. Rest in peace. However, that's still going to cost me like 230 odd. I don't know what to do. Jordan LePage, I would probably go for the Venti, mate, if you can afford it. Like the Venti, the cheapest I found the Venti online at the moment is 289. So yeah, if you can afford that little bit extra, I would probably go for that. Yeah. But if it is actually dying, maybe get in contact with Stores and Bickle if it's still under their warranty and see if they will hook you up with like a Venti and a little bit of discount or something. Do you know what I'm saying? If you like the Dynavap, try Mad Heaters Tempest 2. Another one. Again, that's another one I want to try. Like Simrel and the Tempest 2. And there's another one. Can't think what it was. But I was watching Simrel's live stream last night and he was talking through the Tempest 2 with another one that was just been released that was a bit cheaper. But yeah, I did quite like the look of the Tempest 2. It looks like a beast. Built like a truck. Where do you get a good flame torch lighter? So with the Dynavap M7 XL, which we will fire up shortly, that actually comes with a lighter with it. That actually comes with a lighter. So yeah, and that's a jet flame one. Apart from that, I would say like any sort of Premier shop or somewhere like that would sell a windproof lighter, or like any head shop. Yeah, I know my local head shop in Bournemouth Paradox would sell windproof lighters. That's all you want, a windproof jet flame lighter. Yeah. With the Dynavaps, if you use X4 Flame Blowtorch lighter, it gives me the perfect hits every time. Use a Dynavap B2 with an armored cap. Yeah, the armored cap is a beast with the Dynavaps. It does make all the difference with like retaining the heat and giving you more sort of session power, if you like. But yeah, like I said, I just generally don't get on with a blowtorch using them. It's a bit of a nightmare. Love my Dynavap B2. Oh yeah, boy. Oh, that's fancy. You can get a new Mighty Plus for about 230 and 280 for a Venti. Yeah, John Wicks is very correct. I would definitely go for a Venti. Like just the adjustable airflow on the Venti, Jordan, is a game changer. Like if you were more local, I would let you try mine and you could like make your own mind up. But yeah, I would always try and opt for something with adjustable airflow if you can. And yeah, the Frolic and the Venti both have that. But if you're a Stores and Bickle fanboy, which I assume you are having the Mighty, then yeah, the Venti will rock your socks, as they say in the trade. I think Stores and Bickle have just released the VZ2. I think it's called that. It is indeed, Sophie Turner. The VZ is, it looks exactly like the Venti, but it's just slower heat up time, and there's no digital display on it. So Just sparked some 4C Labs pink kush and Sunday's pink cookies. Smoking. Nice. We love all of that. And he obviously means vaping, chat. He just made a typo when he said smoking there. Yes, yes, Big Smoky. Watching live. Well, not watching, listening as I drive from Keyworth down to Magor, South Wales. Very nice, sir. Nice journey. Drive safe. Don't let me put you off the road. But yeah, I'd imagine that's quite a nice little drive. I am a fan of driving. I do like a nice drive. And yeah, that sounds like a good route, mate. So enjoy listening. You're better off listening to me anyway. I'm not fucking, I've got the face only a mother could love. Do you know what I'm saying? So you're better off just listening. And yeah, that's always an option to anyone else. If you want to just watch the stream and then keep your hands over your eyes, I won't get offended. Plus, I can't see you, so. All I'm hearing is bad reviews about the Carmel stuff. How is that spiked Mai Tai as just hearing bad things about their products on UK Med? I've got no problems with it, to be honest. I quite like the spiked Mai Tai. As anyone on my Facebook will attest to, I'm using some quite big words tonight, chat. I'm very impressed with myself. Yeah, I talked a lot about the spiked Mai Tai on there. And as I said to a lot of people, it is very Skittles cake dominant. But on the Skittles cake side of it, it's more cake side dominant. Like I don't get a great deal of Skittle like Z Terp from it. It's there very slightly, but not overpower. I've got to watch what I say when I mention Z Terps because people get fucking emotional saying, yeah. But yeah, is very slightly Z Terp, very much more dominant cake terps. I've never tried Mai Tai personally, so I wouldn't know what that smells like as a strain, but yeah, if you was to just tell me that was Skittles cake, I would believe you. So, but yeah, like I said, go and check the short out. There's a short on the channel that I posted earlier today. And yeah, there's a few people on there that have said that looks banging. And again, a lot of people have said that they have seen Reddit reviews of it and that people on Reddit are saying it's shit. Anyone that knows me knows I stay well clear of Reddit. So yeah, I don't know what Reddit's saying, but fucking anonymous. Got no time for anonymous business, man. Anyway, before we get all emotional, how much are the induction heaters for a Dynavap M7 XL? The iSpire wand is about roughly 130, I think. Sometimes it's on offer for about 100. I could be wrong. But yeah, if you're gonna, they sell them on the Dynavap website. Excuse me. And if you're going to order anything from the Dynavap website, you can always use my code. Oh, excuse me. Fucking hell. I only had dinner about 20 minutes before I started stream. So if I die, then bear with me. But yeah, if you want to purchase anything from the Dynavap website, then you can use my code, which is conveniently Smoky McGreen, and you will save yourself 10%. So yeah, can't say fairer than that, can you? Delivering full Arctic loads of Nestle carcinogens chocolate. Nice. Oh, he's a lorry. He's an HGV driver. A Medica loyalist, Smoky. That's the only clinic I've been with. Do you know what I mean? That's when people ask me like what clinic I recommend. I can't recommend any other clinic because I've not been with them. So there are. I'm hoping Medica get the new pastels in. I'm hoping they do as well. New ones? Didn't even know there was new ones. I was just agreeing with you, just to be polite. 20 milligram ones have hit the market now. Oh, that's perked my ears up a bit. Yeah, 20 milligrams could be worth trying. Like I said, I have had the 10 milligram ones, and you'd need like a good half a packet. Straight out of Dorset. Yes, Jordan. Donate a Vape are pretty decent service for beginners too. Yeah, I've never heard of them. Still trying to get used to the venti after a month, finding it makes me cough a lot more than smoking it. That I'm guessing you use tobacco with your joints. And if you're coming from combusting, or it doesn't even matter if you use tobacco, like, I don't care, I'm just saying. But if you combust in general, then going to a dry herb vaporizer will have an effect on your throat. There is like a transition period, if you like. So yeah, you need to sort of give it some time and stick with it. You'll get the, if you're using the venti, yeah, you're getting the bickle tickle. It's known as the bickle tickle in the trade. But yeah, you will. It's a combination of what heat you're doing it on, the airflow, and the fact that you probably still combust as well. Yeah, going from combustion to dry herb vaping will just mess with your throat temperatures. So yeah, still trying to get you. I've read that one. Rocky, try lowering the temperature. Yeah, I've already, but everyone else hit the like button. Nice. 114 likes. Nice. We're getting closer to the 150. Loving all of that. Big JTV official. What's up, dude? I want to try loud cake. I was going to say if you were here, I'd let you try it, but I wouldn't because that's highly illegal. But yeah, no, it's very good, mate. I do genuinely recommend it. When I opened it, my first thoughts was like the Supreme Diesel. It gave me that sort of vibe. But after I'd aired it and give it some time, it's, yeah, very, very cake dominant. And it's, yeah, very nice. It's currently my bedtime one. And yeah, I need something sort of fairly strong to put me to sleep. I'm a big lad. Do you know what I'm saying? I need something fairly strong to put me to sleep. And yeah, the combination of the THC and the terpenes and that are chef's kiss for me. So yeah, I recommend it. Again, take that as with a pinch of salt. Just because I like it doesn't mean you're going to like it, but I like it. So just got watermelon Skittles. Nice. That HWB one, is it? Or the other one that's floating around? I've had the HWB one last month. It was all right effects-wise. Wasn't great on the nose. Great selections. Reviews coming soon. Brilliant. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'll only do a review of like a couple of them because I want to try and get other videos out as well. So I will always stick to my roots and do reviews, but they won't be the large majority of my videos going forward or moving forward. I want to get more informational shit out, don't I? All good over here. Hope you're well. I'm very well. Oh, hi, it's Luca. eBay is always another way of getting a decent vape for a fair price. I got a Mighty Plus Medic for 150, used a handful of times. Yeah. Facebook Marketplace, eBay, Vinted, Gumtree, all of those. Check all of those if you're after a decent vape, because generally there will be a few floating around. And yeah, I've picked up a Volcano for £100. I picked up a Venti for 150. Bargains to be had out there, man. If you're comparing medical, you have to be transparent and tell us all what you're comparing it to. If you're comparing medical, you have to be transparent and tell us all what you're comparing it to. Firstly, I always am transparent. Like I've always said, like there's no point me not being honest about reviews. So reviews will always be honest on my thoughts of the flower. It will just be a case of people might not agree with my thoughts on that, which I'm cool with. And there's nothing, I'm not comparing it to anything else. Like, yeah, I'm not comparing it to anything else. Caramel spiked Mai Tai, more like caramel small muted terms. I'm guessing you mean terps, but whatever, bro. Each to their own. YouTubers tease hash. It's not just the YouTubers, man. It's everyone. You see it advertised, not advertised, but you see people talking about it, and it's yeah, it's just not happening. It doesn't turn up. But yeah, I don't think the spiked Mai Tai has muted terps, if I'm honest. It's just more Z cake dominant than it is Mai Tai, I would assume. Try to identify what terpenes work best for you by looking at the charts and the breakdown. Exactly that. Terpenes are the be all and end all, really, when it comes to how the flower is going to affect you. Like, don't look at THC numbers and think, oh, that's 29%. That's going to fucking knock me out, because I've had, or like the spiked Mai Tai is a good example. 29%, perfect for daytime for me. There's like a huge difference between that and the loud cake, which again is 29%, I think. Yeah, 29%. So that's perfect example there. Spiked Mai Tai, 29%, perfect for daytime. Loud cake, 29%, perfect for evening. So yeah, that's obviously the terpenes that are working in unison with my endocannabinoid system to give me those effects. So you're got some strawberry growl coming this week. Nice. The new batch is 30% as well, isn't it? Should be a belter. I can't see hash coming to medical, but maybe rosin. There's hash rosin carts in there on medical at the moment, but yeah. Oh, there you go. Sophie Turner's got my back again. Sophie, big up yourself. Are you a fucking mod? Have I made you a... I did. Standard mod. Save. Oh shit, I've made someone else a fucking mod. Sorry, Sam Jack. I made you a moderator there for a minute. Silly boy. Oh yeah, no, she is. Yeah, sweet. Medica posted a Facebook reel of some rosin a few days ago, so fingers crossed. Yes, mostly medicated James. That was a for the vape carts, I'm assuming. I had a load of people be like, "Oh mate, look at the hash rosin." It's like, yeah, nice. I'm pretty sure that's going in vape carts, unfortunately. Specky crew. Oh shit, I'm fucking well behind on the chat, man. If you're new here, then you've just missed me in glasses. So, and how pleasing is that? 126 people in here, 126 likes. Beautiful. Loving all of that. Medica, yeah, I read that one. Smokey's an ex-grower like many of us. Shh, don't tell anyone. Best grinder. I'm in Bristol, and thanks to your vape lounge vid, I'm going to pop down there and ask some cues. I'm in my mid-60s and buying from the street and considering medical. Johnny Ears, get yourself down there, mate. Smoke Loud in Bristol. It was a very good experience, and yeah, the guy there will definitely help you out, bro. With regards to grinders, I go through phases, but at the moment, for the last few months, I've been in my flour mill phase. And yeah, it's a toothless grinder, so it will focus in a minute. Allow the dirt, allow that. But yeah, it's a toothless grinder, and yeah, just people say, oh, it makes the terps better in the flour, and it doesn't squash the terps when you're crushing it with a tooth grinder and stuff. But I don't really notice that much difference. But yeah, it's just nice to use until it starts squeaking like an old bike, and then it needs cleaning. You got a like from me. Thank you very much, Callie Craig. 97 likes now. Yeah, we're on 130 now. We're rocking, boys. Yes, chat. Boys and girls, sorry. Mate, I've never been this behind in the chat. I'm just getting so excited and just having a whale of a time myself. Don't even care about the chat at the moment. I'm joking. Right, let's get to where we were. Fuck's sake, Jonathan. Hi, dude. Please can you warn all about... Hi, dude. Please can you warn all about Pot V UK, as they are scammers and not affiliated with POTV USA. Scammed me for 127 at the start of the month. Cheers, fella. Keep up the good work. There you go, chat. There's a warning. Don't fall for any scams. God loves a trier, and there are many out there. The mutant tire fire sure is great, but when it comes to picking bud, I ask ChatGPT. I tell it what terpenes I'm looking for, plus the percentage, and whether it's an indica or sativa, and let that help me. ChatGPT is a legend, man. It's very, very helpful. Yeah. Yeah, do that. Big up likes gang. Like and sub on the backups also. Mockingjay, big up yourself, dude. Mockingjay's always in there as well, man. Big up yourself, man. Has anyone here tried Upstate Purple Octane? Hoping to request that for my next script. Not tried it, mate. Hopefully someone would have answered you. I've had many grinders over the years, and the best one I found was an all-natural hemp grinder. You can see the fibers of the hemp in the grinder. Almost looks like a stack of biscuits on the table. I think I know the ones you mean. I've probably got one here, actually. In my drawer of tricks. Wrong drawer. Yeah. It's a Nano Labs grinder, but it's one of those hemp ones. I'm pretty sure that's the style you mean. I have got another one. It is actually... Oh, there it is. Yeah, that one. Patience cam on. But yeah, again, same sort of, they're hemp ones. You can see the fibers in them. But yeah, I need to actually send a picture of them to someone. So well reminded, chat. Thanks for that. Right, I'm getting too excited. I need to crack this M7. Let's get going on the M7, shall we? What we're going to have? We go with a little bit of golden gorf, shall we? Yeah, really good nugs as well in the golden gorf. Super impressed with that. Super impressed. Right. Big nasty strains are not good. I haven't tried any for ages, so I couldn't say, mate. 150 likes for a free venti vaporizer. I wish I could do that, bro. Stores and Bickle, if you're watching, you see what the chat wants. They want a free venti for 150 likes. So call me. Stardog is all right if it's well grown, smoky. Yeah, I've just never had a good grown one, I guess. It's just never been very nice. New Carmel products are supposed to be very good. Yeah, no, I've only tried the spiked Mai Tai. Yeah, I'm happy with it. People in the chat are not, but can't please all the people all of the time, can ya? Craft Botanics White Runts is my favourite right now, even though my last batch had 4Gs of smalls. Not enough for me to complain, to be honest. Still good. Yeah, Archie, if the flower's good, smalls don't really matter, do they? Smalls are more like for bag appeal. But I understand it's annoying if you're not buying smalls. It's like that last batch of the Newton Tire Fire I got, that was all fairly smalls. And yeah, I just didn't fancy it just wasn't ideal, I don't think, to be paying that sort of money for smalls. But I'm not one to complain, really, unless it's a big complaint. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the flower was still effective and did what it needed to do. So that's all you can ask. Right then. Really didn't need to grind that much up, but there we go. I'm so sorry, chat. I don't know what the hell I think I'm playing at tonight. Yo, Henry the 8th. Yes, bro. Big nasty Ami is quality, especially for the price. Nice old school type of daytimer. Nice. I've ordered from USA. Yeah, I'm not getting involved in other people's conversations. I ain't got time for that. I've got to concentrate on the other comments. Yeah, you got my initial consultation on Tuesday. What should I expect? If you scroll back on my channel, probably about 2 or 3 months ago, I did a video with what new patients should expect from a first consultation. If anyone fancies, this is a big ask, but if anyone in the chat fancies finding the link to that video and chucking it in the chat, that'd be fucking hunky dory. Tasty, tasty. Terps are so tasty. But yeah, like Sir Smoker said, just be honest, man. That is my biggest recommendation for your first consultation. If you smoke black market now, tell them you've got nothing to sort of worry about. That was fucking really nice. Can't even lie. I can't lie. That was nice. First hit on that as well. And there was no warmness on the mouth, which I like. We shall see how that goes over subsequent little blasts. But yeah, that was very nice. Oranges. Voices Joystick and Simro Hydro was on Austin. So that's the one. Voices Joystick. Big Dave's toe kit. Yes. Couldn't think of the name, but that was indeed the one. I didn't actually end up watching all of it. I sort of drifted off halfway through. But yeah, I will go back and watch that and see how he rated it, because he obviously knows his shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Any news on loose concentrate coming to UK Medical? My Puffco is collecting dust. I think it's going to have to collect dust a little bit longer, mate, I'm afraid. No news of that yet, I don't think. No meds, they were meant to be here Friday. Had no meds since Monday last week. Oh, savage, bro. Phone the clinic, mate. Get on to them first thing tomorrow. Say, where's my fucking meds? Or words to that effect. Yo, got the Golden Gorf yesterday morning. Good shout, that. Nice one. Also got Grayscale's Pineapple Grape. Enjoying that too. Not open the flapjacks yet. If you like Mac, you'll love the flapjacks. I've actually still got some of that left. Forgot about that. Yeah, flapjacks are really nice. And yeah, I've had so many people rate the Golden Gorf. That's what I'm saying, bros. Trust me. People are like, it's fucking shit. It's fucking shit. Golden Gorf wasn't shit, was it? Do you know what I'm saying? I've got you. I'm not gonna fucking say something's good if it's not. I'm not fucking. I'm not on commission. I don't get paid per fucking flower sold or anything. Do you know what I'm saying? There is no benefit to me saying a flower is good if it isn't. So that's basically what I was trying to say. The Medica has fucked me over. Oh, savage. Yeah, phone him tomorrow, mate. You're welcome, Sophie Turner. Selfie Turner, you're welcome. I'm guessing that was for making you a mod. It's really simple and easy. Yeah, looking at Ruby Twist. Anyone use them? I should definitely crack open a Ruby Twist one evening on a stream. Maybe next week. I keep saying it, but it's just a ball ache filling that big ass globe bong up. I'll show you. Pain in the ass to fill that up and then fucking empty it again afterwards because I don't want to leave the water fermenting in there. But yeah. Dough molder, highly unlikely you could press your own rosin. Yeah, Venti is where it's at. Yes. Golden Gorf is lush. Yes. Golden Gurf. Looking at Venti now, and thanks anyway. I appreciate it. You're welcome. Gorf is a winner. Yeah, everyone's loving the Golden Gorf. I'm surprised it's still in stock. They must have had like a big delivery of that, or they must have had a big batch of it, sort of thing. I have both the Simrail TI and the Hydro. Both are top. Hydro, that's the one I was on about earlier on. Hydro. Tempest 2 is great too, and the Vestrato Tornado smacks. Yeah, there's so many of these style of vapes around. Like I need to try them all just to see what the difference is. Obviously, there's going to be a clear difference between them all, as there is with each of the Dynavap I've tried. Like they're not all the same. So yeah, I do want to try. I want to try them all. Hey, my boy, big up. What's the flavor difference between a Dynavap and a Venti? Hopefully one day I'll get the cash together to get a Venti. So flavor-wise, that was absolutely 10-10. Granted, it was the Golden Girth in there, but yeah, that flavor-wise is definitely beautiful. Oh my god, I've just seen Sophie Turner's actually use her admin powers. Whoa. Yes, Sophie, big up yourself. Analog, what's up, dude? How you going? No smoky. I originally bought the Mighty Plus. 4 weeks later, got a Venti, and now my Mighty sits in the cupboard. Yeah, John Wick, the Venti is a beast. I know a load of people will try it and be like, fucking, why didn't I try this years ago? Hey, Smokey, am I right in saying I can vape in a flat I'm renting, even if it's a no-smoking flat, as I am vaping, of course? So, Archie, it's a bit of a tricky one, that. So what I will recommend is, again, I've done a video on this subject, and with every video I do around a topic that people are likely to say you're fucking full of shit, I'll always links in the video description to what I was talking about. So if you go back, search through my videos, and find that one, the easiest way to probably find it is if you go to my playlists and search the Medical Mythbuster playlist. Pretty sure it's in there. And then, yeah, that will help you. You should legally not have any issues, but obviously there are going to be landlords and councils around there that aren't privy to what we know, sort of thing. So they're going to be like, oh my god, he's smoking weed. So yeah, as long as you're using it as prescribed and vaping it, then I don't see it being a huge issue. But I am not a lawyer, so I'm not the best person to chat about that. I got the original Mighty for 175 this year. I know it's old, but still a beast. Yeah, you can't go wrong with a Mighty, mate. They're tried and tested. You know what I mean? They've been around and they've stuck around for a reason. Loads of people rate them, and I believe they're the only medically approved device out of the Stores and Bickle ones. So yeah. Taffy Bowl 2, again, another one I want to try. Frolic and Venti are my 3 favorite battery vapes. Yeah, Taffy Bowl 2 is meant to be like the god of dry herb vapes. I just don't get the design of it. Like, I don't know. Well, I obviously do know who came up with with the design of it, but fucking yeah, I don't know what he was thinking. So they are more legitimate as a medical device. Yeah. Get the man a Rennie. Fucking hell, I'm well behind chat. I haven't had an indigestion bout for at least 10 minutes. My Uncle Ray watches every vid. Can you give him a shout out? Ray Pennybody from Glasgow. Big up, Ray Pennybody from Glasgow. Thank you very much for tuning in and watching every video. I fucking appreciate the support. Big up yourself. Backy is nasty. Ugh. Thanks, Sophie. I appreciate the info. No problem, Archie. I'm reading it like it's a fucking story. I vape by my extractor fan, bro. Yeah, that's a good idea. Generally, vaporizers, the vapor will dissipate quite quickly. So yeah, generally there's not much of a smell, but I can fully appreciate to someone that doesn't consume it, they will smell it whether you vaporized it or smoked it or even just holding it. So when starting vaping, remember to keep drinking, as I used to cough more at the beginning. Yeah, there's something about the temperatures that just fucking messes with your throat. Any news of hash? Not that I know of yet, mate, unfortunately. Going in again on the Dyna. I like my Dynamite 2 until I got the Frolic, just like bowl loading rather than stem loading. Yeah, the Frolic is like, it's just like the fucking Venti, like Stores and Bickle devices. It's pretty similar. Where's the old gone? Can't find the old. I don't always have that problem, chat. Yeah, that's really nice. Boiled out my grinder and tub. Sorry for the silence there, chat. I was just enjoying the Dynavap there for a second. Boiled out my grinder and tubs, got some wicked resin out of them. Hope my meds arrive tomorrow. Yeah, Henry VIII, make yourself a little cheeky hot chocolate. What do you think of the permanent marker? See, Junkie one, I rated that one. Did like it. Haven't tried. I don't know if there's a new batch or if it's still the old batch, but yeah, no, I rated that one. Yep, Paul knows permanent marker banging. Personally, I think it's superb. Yep. Any tips on Dam? Currently en route now. I've got no tips for you, bro. I haven't been to Dam for ages. Excuse me. I do need to go at some point, but yeah, I just haven't been for a while, man. Got Cookies Hawaiian Rain coming next. Anyone tried it? I haven't tried it, but I do believe there's a new batch in, and I also believe it's cheaper. So I don't know if that's going to prove to be a good or a bad thing, but yes, that's how you do the induction heater, by the way, just in case anyone was wondering. It's nice. How much is the loud cake? I believe that was 90. Legally, yes, you can vape medical cannabis in a rented no smoking flat in the UK, provided you are using legally prescribed dry herb vaporizer, e.g. Mighty Medic, because you have a legal script. Yeah. tempted to see what fucking Boss Levels was saying, why Sophie had to delete him. I'll have to check that later on. Oh, fuck me. Where do we get to? Oh my Jesus, we are so behind. Fuck's sake, chat, I'm sorry. Honestly, this is the busiest chat I've ever had. Like, oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm easily 20 minutes behind. THC UK, big up yourself, dude, if you're still here. Medical Flower does what I need it to, so I'm happy with that. Well, yeah, exactly. That's what I always say. Like, there's a place for it, and it works for me. So, fuck what people think. I'm looking at lower THC strains that have humulene and linalool. Loving it. All hybrids are amazing, like racehorse lineages to check out on Leafy Topside. Yeah, there is so many strains. It's unbelievable. 126 likes. Oh, 139 likes. Oh, my Jesus. It's getting a bit close for comfort now, chat. Like I said, Archie, they may not be. Oh, yeah, no, I'm going to leave other people's conversations. Recently gone on to medical thanks to help from your videos. You're welcome, sir. Yes, Smokey, Docky, Boss Channel. Well in. Nice one, Ward. I'm taking it. That's good. Thank you very much. Boss Levels was going in on the fucking comments. I don't know. Oh, so tempting. For someone with ADHD, seeing those comments deleted and not being able to see them right now, I don't want to click on them here because I might start crying and shit. But yeah, I'll check them out in a bit. And if they're any good, I'll let you know. I'll stick them in the community post. Like, to be fair, you've got to dish out a real solid insult to upset me these days. Since doing this, my skin is thicker than leather. So yeah, it takes a lot to upset me, but it's still achievable. Like, keep trying. Definitely keep trying. You can use a grow fan and a carbon filter in a room to take away the smell of MC vaping. Yes, you can. Big up yourself, Glenn Wise. Not all the same, mate. Free tier with Keith Catcher. Looks like a stack of digestive. Okay. In that case, I don't know what grinder it was you were on about, sir. I'm sorry. There are so many new strains with little details listed. Doesn't give much confidence to try. Yeah, these suppliers do need to start putting a bit more information out there for the patients. There was a stage where, like, quite a few suppliers were putting out COAs, but that seems to have stopped and drifted off again. I'm feeling brave. I'm going to go for a third heat up on the Dynavap without checking it. Some would say I'm brave. Some would say I'm stupid. Some would say I'm both. But we only live once, and, like, I'm a human guinea pig for the channel. Do you know what I'm saying? So, as a wise man once said in a famous film, if I die, I die. Still tasting good, chat. We are still tasting, and I'm not going to lie, which I never do anyway, but having that extra length on the M7 is an absolute game changer. Nearly got me then. Nearly got me. It's like I'm playing the fucking recorder, isn't it? Yeah, no, I reckon that's done now. We will let that cool down slightly, and we will check it. Check the AVB. I will put that on the Dynavap stand. Look at that. How cool is that? But yeah. Anyway, fucking hell, comments. Yeah, that's got me good. I'm not gonna lie. That's that was good. That is a much better experience than the standard M7. Could possibly be my new favorite. But I haven't tried the new Vong X Stealth yet. So, and I don't think I'm going to try that. We'll save that for next week, chat. And I'll dig out the Jane West glass piece. We'll go fucking all bougie. Do you know what I'm saying? New Vong X in a Jane West glass piece. It's like they were made to be paired together. So, yeah. I waffled some shit, didn't I? Fucking hell. I'm very surprised there is still we've hit 152 likes, chat. Fuck my life. Right. I'm going to have to sort it out, and So, what are we going to do? I wasn't going to announce it. I genuinely didn't expect to hit 150 likes live here and there. So I don't know how I'm going to go about announcing it. You're going to have to give me 5 minutes. And I'm not very good at multitasking either, so stick around for another 15 minutes and I'll let you know what the deal's going to be, all right? And I'm going to have to fucking think on the fly, so fucking bear with. Very cool you're getting freebies to review. It is a perk of the job. Yeah, to be fair, like, again, someone said it on my Facebook the other day, oh, fucking, how lucky are you to be getting sent shit? And it's like, it's because I get close to or over 1 million views across all of my platforms a month, you know what I mean? And people see me and people want me to review shit. So if I was a business selling dryer vaporizers or something like that, I'd want me to review it as well, do you know what I'm saying? Or someone with a fairly big reach. So yeah. And like I said, I'll always review it, let you guys know my honest opinions, and we move on. Everyone's tried the banana con, and Smokey read it out and let me know because I'm driving. I can't read. No, I don't know if anyone. I'm assuming someone would have tried the banana con, the mate. But yeah, if someone could let us know if they've tried the banana conda from Carmel and what it's like. 8. Driving. What plate do you have in the mill, mate? I just have, it's not the pro one, it's just the standard one, so you can't change the plate in there. If I was going to get a new one, I would get the pro version so I could get the smaller milling plate, because I do find occasionally, depending on the consistency of the flour, that this one can give you a bit of a clumpy flour. If the flour is drier, then these are perfect as it is, because it just smashes it all through. But yeah, for certain stickier flour, you will be better off with the thinner plate because it wouldn't be as clumpy. So and Archie, I'm glad you got your answers. Chat, I've seen chat has been bang on bill with answering your questions with regards to the smoking in your rented property. Big up yourselves, chat. Fucking love this community, man. Fucking you guys rock my socks on multiple occasions throughout most days. It's emotional. Do you have a Discord group? I do have a Discord. There's no way of me easily. I can't pin it. I do have a Discord, but I'm very rarely in it. And yeah, if someone is in the chat that is in the Discord, then feel free to share the link. But yeah, if no one does share the link, I'll leave this live up for everyone to watch again, and I'll pin the Discord link as a comment on that live video review. So if you go back and watch this again, like tomorrow or something, check the comments and the Discord link will be in there, unless I've forgotten. So, anyone know how Scottish Firefly got on with the op? That's a good point, actually. Scottish Firefly's not been in here. Hopefully it all went well. I know I've got him on Facebook. I will drop him a message, actually. Yeah, that's a good spot. He's normally a regular in the chat, so I hope it all went well for him. It's either that or his missus has been giving him a beating because he didn't buy her a Patient Club hoodie. It's one of the two. Venti or Volcano. Depends what you want out of a device, man. If you're not going out and about, then Volcano desktop is a good choice. But obviously, if you want something portable, then Venti is the go-to. Mick Shannon, how goes it, Smokey? I half feel bad for mentioning the Sage and Sour t'other week. Mine's just landed, but haven't tried it yet. Got the Golden to go with it too. The Golden Gorf is definitely a better flower. Yeah, the Sage and Sour is not great. If you like haze, the Sage and Sour is all right by origin nature. But yeah, if you look at the Golden Gorf and look at the Sage and Sour, it's worlds apart, man. For me, anyway. Like I said, if you like haze, it could be your thing. Are carts safe for us to vape? I don't know the full research, but I would imagine so. They're out on medical, so yeah, I would always recommend the hash rosin ones because it's only hash rosin. You know what I mean? I think so. Yeah, there's less shit that could be mixed up in there, but yeah. If anyone wants live stock updates via Discord, hit me up. Brand new stock server up, promoting Smokey as one of our main YouTube reviewers. Yeah, boy. Promote me all you like, man. Can't get enough of it. You can laugh all you want. Yes, Sophie Turner's not lying, bro. Reasonable adjustments do need to be made with regards to medical cannabis, but that is only if there is a disability. Like if you're using medical cannabis like myself for chronic pain, that's not classed as a disability. So I can't be fucking getting my landlord to fit fucking shit in here so I can sit here chuffing vapes and that all day. But yeah, if your condition that you're using medical cannabis for is classed as a disability, then you do have more rights than me, essentially, or someone that's not got a disability. Got the wireless one hit wonder and a Chugga Jug 2 over a year ago. My Volcano didn't see the light of day until I sold it on Friday. I love my wireless one hit wonder for desktop and would recommend it for sure. Yeah, wireless one hit. I've never used one, but I've seen a lot of people rate it. Very similar to the Ruby Twist, just taste wise, they're fucking insane. Yeah. M7 XL it is. Yeah, the M7 XL is beautiful. Let's check that. Let's check that AVB. See what we're saying. Oh, mate, I could go again. Shall I go again? Nah. We'll load up a freshie. We just got a new prescription, so. But yeah, this is not going to come out. Trying to do this one-handed when I'd already got some crumbs in my hand. So yeah, I will stand up to show you because my wrist flexibility is not that good. But yeah, that's the state of the AVB after 3 little bashes on the M7 XL. That will happily go in the AVB jar of goodness. But yeah, no, like I said, that was very good. I'm very impressed with that. I wasn't expecting that to be as smooth and as pleasant as that was. Smokey's rating for the Dynavap M7 XL Stealth Edition in the new Stealth box. 9 out of 10. I'm going to say 10 out of 10, actually. I don't think that experience could have been any better. Like vapor from the off. Fucking taste beautiful. Didn't combust. Had pretty much a good session. Fucking hell. A good session on that. Yeah, no, I genuinely rate that. That is probably my new favourite Dynavap as of 15th of March, 2026. Right, I'm absolutely taking the piss with the comments here. So let's refresh them and rattle through a few because I'm going shortly. I've got about another We go 6 minutes. Keep it an hour and a half because I don't want to keep you too long. I understand you've all got lives, and whilst I appreciate you chilling with me, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Tomorrow's Monday. Do you know what I'm saying? So you need an early night. So yeah, then we got to around there somewhere. Availability is still a problem. One day a strain is in stock, the next day it's gone. I do agree with you there, sir. I will use the Origin Nature Golden Gorf as an example. So what I believe would have happened with the Medica, for example, is they would have ordered a certain amount of that Golden Gorf in, and then they see how that goes, like how many people buy it, and then they've obviously got the choice to order some more. So if that flies out of stock, then the clinic's probably going to order some more in. So again, using the Golden Gorf as an example, that was out of stock for probably 3-4 days maybe, and then it came back in, and now it's still in, and people are still ranting and raving saying they're getting it and it's fucking banging. And so yeah, I would imagine the Medica, for example, have bought a bit more of that this time to cover the supplies chain or the shortage that could potentially happen. But another thing I will say, you got to remember that these places can only grow a certain amount at a time. So if you got to think that the large majority of the flower has to be split between the UK med market and Germany, at least, maybe Australia as well for some brands. So yeah, there's only so much flower that one company can grow on one run and keep everyone happy. But from the comments I've seen and the amount of people that have had the Golden Gorf, I would imagine that that was quite a good yielder for the company, and they got quite a large amount of it. Another thing you got to consider, sorry to keep fucking going on, is that depending on the flower that they're growing, it might not always be a great yielder. So, like Skittles, for example, anything Skittles is a shit plant to grow and doesn't yield very much unless it's grown in its perfect conditions. So, if they're doing a grow of like a set amount of space and that flower or that run that they're going with isn't a great yielder, then again, that's going to make the supply chain shorter in the long run because that flower's got to be split between. Fucking hell. Nearly sent myself off to sleep then. Jesus. Need another drink. I know that. Time for bed. So yeah, that's my alarm telling me I need to go to bed. So I'm going to make an executive decision, and I'm just going to quickly rattle through these. And if I see any important questions, I'll go to them. But if I don't see anything that I deem as important, then I will call it a night there. But as always, I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in on this lovely Sunday evening. This is now a permanent thing. Sundays, 9 o'clock, Smokey's Ear live on YouTube for the foreseeable. And yeah, fucking 162 likes. I was going to say about the something that I was going to do, didn't I? So I've got a brand new, unused Dynavap Vong X. Seeing as we've hit 162 likes in a live, which I didn't think was going to be possible, I'm going to give this away to one of you lucky people. And how I'm going to do it is, I'm thinking on the fly here. So I will put out a community post tomorrow on the YouTube page, and I want you to so only people in this live are going to know about this. So I've got you, bros. All right. So if someone's dipped off now, they've missed out. So yeah, I'll put out a community post tomorrow on the YouTube page with a picture of this saying I'm doing a giveaway, and I'm not going to say what I want you to comment in the comments. But if you're watching this live, I want you to comment Vong X rocks my socks. Okay? So Vong X rocks my socks. You don't have to put anything else. So you'll see a YouTube community post tomorrow. I'm just trying to make sense of it in my head. That's why I'm fucking going over it. So yeah, you'll see a YouTube community post tomorrow with a picture of this. All I want you to comment is Vong X rocks my socks. Then what I'll do is everyone that comments Vong X rocks my socks will have a number assigned to them, and I'll put it in a random number or name generator or some shit like that. And next Sunday on the live, I will announce the winner. How's about that then, guys and girls? Yeah. So that's what we're doing. So Vong X giveaway, it's brand spanking new. I'll show you. Never been used. Comes with a pink slip as well. Comes in one of these sexy little tins. Not the stealth black one. But there she is. Little Vong X. Now these ones are made specifically for like glassware, bongs and stuff. You can use them like that, but I'd imagine it would get fairly warm because it's quite small. I could be completely wrong. I've never used this one, as you can tell. It's a freshie. Even the cap's fresh. Look, fresh to death. Yeah, that's genuinely never been used. So one of you lucky so-and-sos will win that. And all you've got to do is wait for the community post to go out tomorrow. Comment, Vong X rocks my socks, and you'll be entered in with a chance to win that. And like I said, that's only for people that are in this live, because I won't be saying what people have got to comment on the actual post. To be fair, it's not going to be hard for people to fucking join in, I guess, because they'll just see a bunch of comments saying Vong X rocks my socks. But yeah, we'll fucking roll with it. So yeah, that's that. Anyway, let me just fucking rattle through these quickly. I love you too, Mockingjay. Night night, Mummy. Mummy McGreen's not messaged yet. I think Mummy McGreen will be watching me live because Sister McGreen is down in the town this weekend for Mother's Day. So she is very kindly staying with my mother. So they're probably both sat there on the couch watching me, sharing the iPad. They're probably getting embarrassed now because I've mentioned them. But yeah, there was no Mummy McGreen message tonight, I'm afraid, chat. So you'll have to wait until next week for that. And yeah, I think we're done here. Yeah, no one's won yet. We're going to do the giveaway next week. We'll announce the winner next Sunday live on air. There's no point commenting in here. Vong X rocks my socks. Yeah, comment on the community post that I'm going to put out tomorrow. And that is how you could potentially win that Vong X. But before I sign out, just want to say a massive thank you to everyone. Thank you to our new community moderator, Sophie Turner, for proudly taking the torch and being my new moderator and saving us from nasty comments that are designed to hurt me. And thank you very much for tuning in. You're all bloody amazing. I fucking love this community. And I will see you next Sunday to announce the winner of the winner of the Vong X live. And if I don't see you through the week, I will see you through the window. Yeah, thank you very much for tuning in. Peace out, Cub Scouts. Keep it real. And remember, Vong X rocks my socks. Until next time, you're all absolute fucking legends. Peace out, Cub Scouts. Oosh.